All right, everyone, welcome. Now we are doing compound interest, which is a little bit different. We're going to use a different formula, and I'm going to show you the formula here. You should have this. The compound interest is A is equal to P times 1 plus R to the T power. Okay, so now I just wrote both equations up here, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take what we know and substitute it in this formula. There's a couple new ones. Well, we'll go over the old ones. So P stands for principal, where we start, al principio. R is the rate, the percentage. T is the time, the years. And then this is just a 1 here. This is so you can just do 1 plus whatever this is. And then the A is the total value. So the total amount of money. So if we're going from 215 in this problem, compounded 7%, that's how much it changes for 2 years. The A is actually this right here, what we end up. So we don't have to find the interest and then add it, like in the simple interest. This we can, once we solve this part here, then we've got our answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We've got A is equal to, the principal is where we start, 215. And then 1 plus the rate is 7%. I'm going to turn this into a decimal in just a second. And then the T is 2 years to the second power. So T is 2 years. Okay, so let me just kind of label everything that I did. This guy came here. This came here. The 1 just stayed the same, and then the P became the 215. And A also did not change. Okay, so now what we'll have A is equal to 215 times 1 plus, 1 plus, let's turn this into a decimal. It's 7 point right now. Let's move it 2 places over, so it becomes 0.07, and then to the second power. So once we solve this here, then we've solved our answer. So this is just a PEMDAS problem. We're going to do our parentheses first. We're going to do parentheses first here. So 1 plus 0.07. That's going to be 1.07. We're just going to do this one step at a time. Squared 215 here. So I only did this one step at a time. Okay, now my next step here is going to be doing the exponents before the multiplication. Okay, so we've got, now this here, 1.07 to the second power. What this means is 1.07, not times 2, but times 1.07 again. And then we'll multiply by the 215. But actually, let me just, okay. So we've got this here. And this is equal to 1.1449. We've got A is equal to 215 times this. Okay, so I will allow you to round. You may round. You can round to the 100th. So because this multiplication is going to be quite a long time. So we'll have this. A is equal to 215 times 1.14. You can do that. Now, interestingly, so now once we multiply 1.14 times 215, this answer is going to give us this. 245.1. Oh, no, I don't know why I was. Okay. There's our answer, the total value. So we start at 215, and it gets increased by 7%, compounded annually for 2 years. And then it grows to $245.10. So our answer is A. Okay. Next problem, we're going to do the exact same thing. A is equal to P times 1 plus R to the T power. Okay, so A just becomes A. P is where we start, which is $4,000. The 1, well, that just stays as 1, plus the rate, the 5%. We're going to turn that into a decimal in just a second. And then the T is 3 years. So we'll set it up such as this. Okay, now we'll have, I'm just going to rewrite this with the percentage as 0.05 to the third. We're going to do parentheses first. So 1 plus 0.05 is just 1.05. Notice how I'm just going to do this one step at a time so I don't miss anything. Now 1.05 to the third power is this. It's going to be 1.05 times itself 1, 2, 3 times. Now, if you do this multiplication, it's going to take you a while. You can round. Trying to figure out what is okay to round to. Well, okay, so 1.05 times 1.05. This here is going to give you 1.1025. Round this here to the nearest 100th. 1.10. And now multiplying this, so we rounded this, 1.05 is going to be 1.155. Okay. Now we're going to multiply. A is equal to 4,000. Oops, Okay, so just going back to my rule, you can always round to the 100th. So here I rounded to the 100th. And here I'm also going to round this one to the 100th. So that's going to be 1 point. It's this digit here, 16. Okay, so now we're going to do 4,000 times 1.16. Oh, yikes. I'm sorry. So we've got this. This right here was just the 1.05 to the third power. We've got A is equal to 4,000 times 1.16. And that's going to be $4,640. So our answer, well, our answer is this, 4,640. We did do some rounding, but we're going to pick the closest one, which is this one, which is C. All right. So you can always round to the 100th place. And just make sure that you use this formula. Thank you very much, everybody, and good luck.